What's going on, everyone? This is Peter with GoodyReader.com, and today we have a review of the Icarus Illumina Pro 9.7 e-reader with a light. And I say that because that's what the box says, with a light. So we're just going to look at some specs really quick. Pause the video at any point in time if you guys want to read off these specs. 1200 by 825, 9.7 inch, 16 gig internal memory, and whatnot. So yeah, this is a cool e-reader. So we're just going to look at the hardware first and then dive in. So the left is super clean, the right is super clean with the addition of a stylus. The bottom is where all the fun happens. The back is gold, by the way. I'll get into that. So the back's where all the fun happens. You have a micro SD card slot, micro USB, headphone jack. Oh, bing, bing, bing. It has audio and a power button. You have speakers as well. And the back is gold. It's really cool looking. And the top doesn't have anything on it either, so it's very clean. On the right, you have a more button, a page left, page right, and a back button. Everything else is hardware driven. So software driven, sorry, the screen I should say. So let's dive in and look at the actual UI, the operating system, and everything else. Now you might notice I took the pen out, and there's a very good reason for that. It's a very unfortunate reason for that. You can't use your finger on this device, and there's no settings to allow you to use your finger. If you go like systems, for example, or language or extensions or network, there's by the way, it is running Android, of course. There's no way to use this device without the pen, and I say that with a dark tone because come on guys, you need touchscreen these days. You absolutely need touchscreen. This is innovative, absolutely, but this is necessary. You need touchscreen. But a good point is, if you rest your hand on the screen, nothing will come into contact and confuse your hand with touching the screen. So we're just going to go through some of this stuff. Icarus has always laid out their home screen really easily, really easy to understand. Library, storage, application, light, settings, browser, and then everything else in the middle here. Well, first and foremost, we're going to, we are Goody Reader, so we're going to look at a book. So we're going to go storage, SD card, books, English, of course. Most of our audience is English, and Dracula should be fine. We did Dracula on the other Icarus device that we reviewed, so yeah, can't turn pages with your finger, but we can use the physical page turn buttons, which is really cool because not a lot of e-readers have that anymore. So what can we do with this? We're going to long press on something. You can do long press to bring up copy, highlight, annotation, and dictionary. The only bad part, once again, about annotations is that you can't type away on the screen. You'll have to go individual keys like that. Peter. You can turn pages with the pen, and you can single tap in the middle. That brings up a whole bunch of stuff. We're not going to go through all that. It's a lot. It'll take ages. But font, zoom, navigation, notes. We'll just check out font because it's a good way to show you guys. Increase, decrease, everything changes live. Very snappy, very quick. The beauty of a 9.7 inch is that you can make the font huge. And it still displays a lot of the font. So, and you can justify it and change the margins. This is just an example. So yeah, e-reading is very nice on this device. It refreshes every 7th page or so as to not stain the screen, but even when it doesn't refresh, there's not too much ghosting. Very well job well done. Applications, because this is running full Android, that you can download anything you want essentially. So we're just going to open up a scribbler here, call it anything, doesn't really matter, press OK. And let's just choose a pen. We'll choose, oh, it's already on that one. So very quick, very quick. Peter at goodereader.com. Unlike our e-reader, the Goody Reader 13.3 doesn't have pressure sensitivity. So if we do an example and go to a big pen size like this and press down on the screen and then lightly and then press down on the screen, it doesn't change. So there's no bleed level and there's no pressure sensitivity. But the cool thing about this pen is that you can erase using the back and no batteries required. You just you can just erase. If you have 1, 2, 3 intersecting lines, it doesn't erase everything, it just erases the strokes. So job well done on the writing experience. It's also really quick and really responsive. So you definitely have that down when you get this device to take notes and, you know, make annotations on PDFs and all sorts of stuff like that. It's fantastic. Now we'll go to applications, and this is also very exciting and useful and necessary, I think. Google Play Store, and this is a Google Play certified device. Just going to chuck that in for a second. It's not a sticker, it's on the box. Google Play has millions of apps. Millions. You can download anything. You just click the app itself or the little three dot thing and click install. Then it's on your device. This is running Android. You can sideload stuff in too and go to a file manager like ES File Explorer, Astro, and install the APK from there. Another thing that really makes this thing shine is the fact that it has a music player. Now, you might not think, oh, well, tablets have audio and stuff. Yeah, but you know, e-readers haven't had audio in a long time, and everyone wished they did, and they just don't do it anymore. Icarus still does it, and that's really good to know. So, yeah, listen up. They also have the ability to plug things into it because it has a 3.5mm headphone jack, meaning you can plug in speakers, you can plug in headphones, you can plug in whatever you want because it has a headphone jack, it has speakers. I love audio on e-readers. The last great e-reader we saw that we really liked back in the day from one of the big manufacturers was the Amazon Kindle Touch. They had dual speakers on it, and they got rid of it. They should have just added a glowlight and kept that, you know, device going, kept that shell going. One of the last things we want to show you is the glow light. So we're going to turn that on, open up a book, and show you what it looks like. Now the glow light on this is really good, but it's not bright. It's not that bright at all. It's completely readable, 100%, but it's not the brightest glow light we've seen. So you can see the different levels here. It's about half. It's about, you know, almost down to 1 bar. And then it's just gone. So the settings aren't night and day different. They're really close to each other. 40% is almost the same as 100%. The glow light is evenly distributed. There's not too much bleeding or anything like that. A little bit of brightness down here, we see the pen, but otherwise it's a really good glow light. I just wish it was a little bit brighter for this size of screen, but you know what? This does not bother my eyes at all. What did we learn today, guys? The Icarus Illumina Pro 9.7 is really, 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 really good. It's got a really good pen. It's got fantastic response when you're actually drawing. It doesn't touch with your well, it's not capacitive touchscreen, so you can't actually touch anything, which means when you rest your hand, it doesn't interact with the device and confuse it. It's got Google Play, it's got a glow light, it's 9.7, it's not very heavy, it's a good build quality, it's got a great pen. There's a lot going for it. The only, and it, oh geez, sorry, it has audio. It has a 3.5mm headphone jack and speakers. The only thing I wish it had was touchscreen. If it had touchscreen, oh, it'd be sick. But honestly, this is a really good e-reader. No pun intended, even though it was a pun intended. We always intend to say that. We look for opportunities to say that. It's a good e-reader, and we recommend it. It's Icarus 9.7-inch Illumina Pro. It's Google Play certified, and it's got a lot of stuff going for it. Don't lose the pen. Don't lose it.